Welcome to my floor. I'm Luna and I play games here sometimes, and I'm just gonna jump straight back into my Genshin playthrough because I've been stuck and I want to be able to play. Yeah, uh, we have to follow Mam out, so it's a good thing. We get to see Mam. Mam, where are you? I get to start the day off with Mam. Wonderful. Has she gone out? Where are you? Why is there no music? Anyway. You, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hi. I'm glad that you're willing to come with me. Of course, child was an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him. Hi.
What's my point on that?
What do you want to say? You lend your aid to the children of the House of Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. You're welcome, ma'am. Hi. There's no need. We would have helped them anyway. It's all good. Was there nothing else you wanted to say? That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. Hi, ma'am. Oh, she's so cool. I know you just returned from the fortress of Merokida. Relax, I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lene, Lynette, and Femine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linné.
You mean Risley? He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lene is so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. You would help? Does that mean we can ask you for help and you'll come along? By the way, and you can consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression on Firina? She seems just like a tiny bit self-centered, or like too too preoccupied by like views, how she's viewed. You're outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine. I I get nervous when her eyes are that close. Why? Um, able to move around more easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And, and that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Trial was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Mervide.
Didn't he see he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
I, I,
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I'll be meeting with someone shortly. So cool. We can have tea together. I will bake for you. It's fine.
do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Firina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working archon. Yeah. Is that? Oh my god, that outfit. Heck yeah. And the mask. Uh, hello, ma'am. Crush. Okay, sorry. Um,
Oh, come here, you little critter.
okay.
You dare run from me? Stop right this instant.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Camino Kokoro. I cannot say that. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me in a silver platter. This is so easy that it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait, but no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the is meant to be sacrificed. Oh, poor kitty! But also, oh my god, she's so cool. Ugh, look at her. She can attack me anytime.
What?
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydro Kamino Kokoro is not currently held by the Hydro Archon. Yeah, that makes sense. None of them have had it, more or less. It's just Venti. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse. Wait, what? She's cursed? Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you. Please. The fear in her pupil is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalors. I suspect even Furina dares not mention the incident to anyone. She looks traumatized, though. Like, I get it, but like, damn. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. Aw, it's kind of sad. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she's not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Idex Nobilet is actually the genuine article. Well, he is very powerful. I have to find the Kamino Kokoro. If the Nobilet hypothesis, I thought he said like hypnosis first, and I was like, what? You've hypnotized him? It's like, no, brain, you just can't read. If the Novelette hypothesis is correct, he's probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access. Yes, father. My dear children, please speak. News from the fortress of Meropide. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contracts and guards we bribed in the fortress have all gone quiet as well. Probably the handiwork of Risley. Oh, she's so cool. And like the black outfit was so nice. Sorry. I'm afraid so. This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger, the Haribo, is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydra Archon and Idex Nubilet. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three. Yes, father. Tarty's disappearance was not part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Idex Nubidet. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meropide will be a front. Lene and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. I'm so happy we're getting so much of her. Oh my god, I really need to clean my glasses. I was like making meatballs all of yesterday, and like frying them made so much of the stuff get on my glasses. You should know the rest. Lene's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro?
It wouldn't mean anything even if you shouted from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of the sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had two chances to enjoy tea with Ferdinand. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that in Idex Nouvillette must be the Hydrarchon, but now that doesn't seem right to me either. How did you come to that conclusion? I'm a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Idex Nouvillette or Firina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. Well, she has earrings. Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say that Nouvillette does remind me of Zhongli, though, so there's always that. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize that I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Do you think Fontaine is quite in? Don't you think in? Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to surface. It looks like Fontaine will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should a need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. Yes, please. Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I will help you. I'll join you. Oh my god, she's so cool. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with those noble deeds, I'm sure we'll work together someday. You will it? He suddenly turned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him. Hello. No, I don't want you to leave. Oh well.
Nouvillette? Is it over?
For now, yes, but this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I am concerned that sooner or later the prophesied event will occur. Thank you for protecting Furina.
May we ask what happened down there?
Hmm.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate. As for what happened on our side, you recount the happenings of the tea party to Nouvillette. So, as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure of her motives. Can I ask you some questions? Permission granted. You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with Hydrarchon?
Well, it can't be that you're the real Hydrarchon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
No, he's not.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. You won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase you guys you're referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you're trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multiple of topics. What did you sense in the fortress of Meropide? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended? Yeah, you believe so. The fortress has a long and complicated history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events. It started raining.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing into downpour. And just moments before, Novelette had just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend of what Fremine said, it's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour down rain. Wait, Novelette, you can't be. You may be closer to the truth than you think.
His thing on there is also really cool.
Oh, and what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon what? Huh?
Sorry. Please do not be surprised. Urina?
Nubian, are you listening?
I'm wondering if I'm like blowing out my sound. There, maybe. I kept going into the red. Let me be a little more. There, maybe. There we go. Oh, my apologies.
When we're just guessing randomly, we didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of the water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny,
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
well, right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
We're quite good at that.
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you're the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tevat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Sorry. Today, the stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities. Oh, so the Archon stole the dragon's powers? Is that what he's saying? Then that makes the relationship between him and Furina and between Venti and Stormterra very interesting.
There are 7 elemental dragons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Ooh, interesting. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Oh, please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go to. Traveler, why don't we pay another another visit to the fortress of Metropida? I was a little worried.
Sure. See you later with that.
We'll see you another time.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping we'll see the knave more. Take care. Out of the eons. Uh, return to the person to learn about everyone's situations. Yep. I'm guessing I have to be on this floor then.
Do do do.
116, 114, 64. We'll do the 64 one. I'm assuming one of them is in here, so it's probably what's his face? Risley. The one that doesn't make any sense with the spelling. Or not?
I want to look at his tea collection. I really like this music in this. Where where art thou? Where did you go? Sit down? There we are. Yuri, Miss Sigurine told me you still haven't eaten. I was working on something, so I forgot. That's no excuse for. Huh? It's you two.
Yuri, Loravin, you're back. We're back.
Hello there. It's been quite a mess here recently. How have you been? We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. It's still top secret though, so don't say another word. Say a word to anyone. It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer that taking that route over the one from the Duke's office. Yeah, that one would be quite conspicuous. Um, I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for the slack off. Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all. I mean, I feel kind of bad for them because they do seem like they're actually kind of upset at the idea. The poor dudes. Okay, Risley, not in here. The music stopped. I want the music back. And more music. Oh no, I forgot that I don't have Traveler on this one. Uh, Wonder.
Sigurina. Sigurina. Luan, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine. But what about you guys? It was a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit, and it was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did Nicolette know that he was needed here?
Monsieur Neuvillette has a strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolseley get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone. Aw, sweet and slightly creepy? The best kind? Dum 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 dum. I'm assuming it's the bombshell bros. Oh, you guys are back?
Crystal, la verrine?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all that commotion. I had held you up as legendary jailbreakers, and now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Technically, we just left and came back, so you're not entirely wrong. All right, all right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know. Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well? Something like that, yeah? Guys, you don't need to be tsundere. It's okay to have emotions. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen for a few days ago. I can still hear Cousteau mumbling it to the carrots. Are those two alright? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he said that, I'd tell him, I'm sure they're fine, wherever they are. They're kicking back with drinks in hands, enjoying the lovely scenery. Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always loved listening to all of my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Yeah, they're being very nice. I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently. Well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite. Sure, we're not ones to waste food. In the game or in real life, I'm like my flatmate likes to call me the trash can because I don't like to waste food. So if there's just like a tiny bit left, how do I get here? Where do I go? I thought I could go in there, but maybe I can't. Uh, let's go up here then and see if that maybe helps it. But yeah, if there's just like a little bit left, that's like not enough to like actually finish in some way as like a more substantial meal, I will just like eat it instead of like throwing it away. Because I don't like wasting food. I'm guessing we are going up here and in there. I don't remember how to get to places. That's also just because I think the map is confusing. Ah, next thingy. The music is really good though. I hope you guys can actually hear the music because it is very nice. Hey, it's them. Maybe I should actually do this. There we go. Now guess, what suit will the next card be? Um, a bear teeth cat? Well, well, look who it is. Come on, Paimon. Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Flamino.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to ask Miss Chlorine in person.
Wow, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She told me not to worry about it. She didn't want you to stress out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it. Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the name.
We met Ma'am. You met Father? What did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, um, a bit hard to understand, and also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Yeah, it was a little bit surprising, but welcomed. Her attitude towards you is even better than we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you. Ma'am. hmm Father is very capable and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linnea was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn to rely on others sometimes.
Um, got it. That does sound like something father would say. Oh my god, I lost the voice. What was the voice? Hey, are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah?
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? And Paimon wants another serving of cake.
You just had cake. Another nightmare. Okay, that's cool. No. That implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time you're going to have tea and snacks with us. Yeah, everyone loves tea and snacks. Talk with Risley. Where? Where are you, my dude? Okay, I'm just gonna teleport there. I think that will be easier. And then running all the way back. Ooh. Ah, the music is one of my favorite parts. See, I thought we were gonna. So I'm gonna do this. Haha. Talk to him much earlier, which is why I went here before. Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds are blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine for the most part. The village came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Edex himself to exchange the cords of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. I don't think that's going to work. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigvina's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorinde has left as well. Sorry. She also took her gift from Miss Sigvina.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Nouvellette got the milkshake. Clorinde received lipstick instead. She made lipstick?
Oh, those two aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Nouvellette's own fault for making Sigvina worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still quite fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, that's kind of cute. But also leans into the stereotypes. Oh, and I have some gifts for you as well.
Are these from Sigurine too?
Nope, they are from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Can we stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered? You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release. Return to dormitories to rest. I see. We still haven't found um Harty though. Like where did he go? We need to like follow where he went. Because we're not from Fontaine, so we're not gonna be bothered by the. That was on the upper floor, isn't it? I was like, where is this? What level is it on? There are so many levels. It's honestly kind of confusing. Like the footsteps are making a like a song almost, like a rhythm. But yeah, like we should be able to follow because we're not gonna melt. So, like, surely we can just go in there and see, right?
We're back in the world cell again.
It's not much of a cell, honestly.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight off our shoulders. Feels like we regained our freedom.
Mm-hmm. Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Paimon, is there anything you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true. Alright, okay. Paimon just wanted to say that are we really are in an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. And we never stop traveling or stop meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
You're the best adventure partner ever.
You're counting on Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventuring handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today onward. Just the thought making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell, and the primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safer now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
Alright, then good night to you, Lan.
Good night to you, Paimon. Why is there a heartbeat? Are we gonna see from... Yeah, it has to be. Like, because we haven't solved this at all. Where are you? Is that a... That's so cool! Ah! Sorry. I need to just, paint. Paint. I took a screenshot. Because that was awesome. That was so big! Like, how? Um... What is that? Is that um, the actual, like... Oh, we have to wait till the next day. Wait, why? I'm getting this. But yeah, I do have to wait until the next day. That's so weird. I have 2 out of the eons. Learn Nivelette's true identity. Cataclysm's quickening. It's a really fun word. Like, I know it doesn't really make any sense. In a, like, a weird... I pressed the wrong thing. Uh, in a weird... Like, I don't know what the meaning of that thing actually is. However, like, it is a really fun thing to say as a name of the thing. What do you mean return to dormitories? I'm already in the dormitories. Sometimes pass since the incident in the fortress of Mirapide and your sentence is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's a big day. We're supposed to leave the fortress of Meropita. Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
Yeah. Masquerade of the Guilty. Oh, we didn't have to go. Okay. I thought it was like teleporting us, but no. I was like, we don't have to go anywhere. It's sending us where we need to go. Dum 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 dum. It's like an action movie soundtrack here. I love it. Ooh. Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Metapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and. Huh?
Yeah, that's scary. What's happening? Are you okay? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now. What was that whale? Is that the actual, like Archon, whatever?
Let's go ask the Duke.
New lives beginning. What did you do? I should really change my position and not sit like a gremlin. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Risley, there was an earthquake. Help us. Save us.
Your Grace.
Good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about? Yeah, how about the earthquake?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
That. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. Inflact. My god, if I actually recorded these things, I would cut things out because, oh my god, I do so many word flops. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Nobilette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there's really was a, were a problem, blah, 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 da, ba, da, da. If there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right about now.
Oh, you got a point. Okay, seems like we need to get up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what the day is today?
I believe today is the month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today is the day we say goodbye to the fortress. Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep.
Ah, it's you two. Are you leaving now?
That's right. Today's our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now.
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you. Oh, she's so cute. If you sign the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to send us off?
I knew you would ask. All right, sure, let's go.
Wow, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
So you do have a polite side, I see. After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? No, it's all right. It's not like we'll never visit again.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here, and the chef sure knows how to make a good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts next time I see you. No promises. Knowing us, who knows what we're gonna get into.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Like, we're going up to figure out what the earthquake was. There's no way we're staying out of trouble.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meadowbeat is finished. Well, that's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nubilite was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go and report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nubilette? Please pass on our kindest regards.
I'm sure your regards will do now.
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard that the palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles. What are the recent string of troubles? Dun, 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 dun. How have we not gone into the place where he disappeared to? We can swim. Let's go look for Tarty. I want to see Tarty. I mean, no, I want to see Mam, but I'm worried about Tarty as our friend. And I want to know what the heck that was. What was that whale? No, not the way to go. This dude does look so stressed. Another time.
The Palais Bergmonia sure is buzzing with activity today. Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies, but you never did say that you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
And the little wings.
Everyone's so busy. Seems like a lot is happening.
Well, there was an earthquake, I guess.
Hi, Nubilet.
Jubilant!
Hello, you've come at the right time. But you'll have to wait just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the medicine outside know.
That's alright. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Yum, 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 yum. All right, that should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should have been the day you were should be the day you were released from the fortress of Merovida, and it appears that you've managed to complete all of the release paperwork.
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
You and Paimon told Nicolette everything that happened since the primordial sea incident, as well as regarding Childe. A massive whale.
Yeah, what was that? Do you have any idea?
Oh my god, I keep saying what Paimon says.
Do you have any idea what it might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Terat. Therefore, we can assume that Childe is presently immersed in primordial seawater. How is he alive?
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
He's not far from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve.
No, but he can still drown, can't he?
Most most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Uh, there must be something. There's something we'd like to ask you about. Yes, what is it? What was that tremor we felt earlier?
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too.
How does Paimon feel that when she's flying? I'm wondering, does she like feel the air moving?
We asked the Duke, and he said he wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I've just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of that tremor was here on the surface, near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal. However, we still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. Flash flooding? If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, that light turned off. Did it get evening? Or what happened? Then the situation in Poisson may be worse than it appears.
Namia should be in Poisson, right? We should go check on her.
Yes, Spina di Rosula's headquarters is there. I would also like to be there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I've finished things here. Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful. Poisson. We're going to the fish. Hair. I got hair in my mouth.
Oh no! What happened?
I mean, if everything was flooded all of a sudden, it makes sense that there would be damage. All the buildings here seem to be in pretty rough shape now. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved? No, let's not assume the worst yet.
Namia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still. Paima means we need to check on her.
Dum, 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 dum. There's a dude up there. Hi. What are you doing up there?
We haven't seen a single soul all the way out, all the way here. This is getting scary.
Disaster victim M. Ah, what will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance. All right, just hurry. At least there's people. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? De- Desiree's father. My Desiree.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg. My leg. How could this have happened? It hurts. Hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better. At least the leg's still there. Like, the leg hasn't been dissolved. If it's just broken, then it can be fixed. Most of the time. Is that an octopus? That's. I'm not there.
Oh, it's Namia. She's over there. Hey, Namia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite a disturbance, in fact. Oh, oh, sorry, I was like, I want more of the Christmas tree in the view. Are you okay? Demoiselle. There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded. How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually
He jumped down then. Find the leader of the Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry, where were we?
The situation in Plaza?
Oh, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways, but before we knew it, the water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like it had a unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water level rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in panic, desperate trying to get higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina de Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of the poison are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked people to leave there as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful! And all this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that happened was just a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help Namia?
Yeah, we're here to help. You can put us to work. Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Wait, we're missing people, aren't we? Yes, where's Mario? And the other dude.
Don't say that, Namia. But that's what friends are for.
By the way, where's Melis and Silva?
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Uh, I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Aw.
And off she goes. Seems like it might be a while before she can take a break.
Sorry, I need to blow my nose. There we go.
Navia walks around talking with many people and organizing various matters. Her decisions are clear and reasonable.
Okay.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we've finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything and continue our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spinarusula ready to render assistance. Juan, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Right now?
Oh, right now?
I understand. Thank you.
Deluge of the vengeful waters? Is that what I said? You know what? Let's do that and then climb from there.
Ugh.
Climb. Yeah, it is night now.
Good to know. There are no stars that can help me climb. Nope. Spina de Rosla. Mhm. Did they dissolve? Did Mario dissolve? There are more graves here now, aren't there? Don't think there were that many. And now the time of day changed. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think that there's a lot of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they have no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Oh yeah,
There's no need to push yourself so hard. I'm not gonna sob.
Lavia, what's wrong?
Sorry, I. Oh, baby. Malice and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
I'm so sorry for her loss. Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the sea waters. Aw, baby.
What should we do?
Let her grieve. She just lost two of her closest people. I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid, but I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I would know where he rests. But as for Malice and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't. Everything's are looking so clean after it rains, even the gravestones. Mario, back to Mario again. I didn't expect you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Achilles' grave. I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad. See? It's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he? Ah, how could the master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have a past, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are. Oh, the butterflies are still colorful. That's so interesting. Like, that's the only thing in color. I love that. Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you? Haha, no need. But when I do, I hope you let me be buried besides Master Careless, Demoiselle. Hey, stop joking around. No, I'm quite serious. That way, I'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave. That makes sense. In that case, should I be buried on his other side? After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no? Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine. Why are you bringing this all up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I promise to let them rest in peace here. And here I am, breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feels.
I always thought that could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. So many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malice and Silver have helped me so much, and by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not tearing up.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I was like, I can't speak immediately. I need a breath. Yeah, we're here for you. Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incidents that took place here.
Albanus, Canis, Burnett, Giverny, Francis, Corna, Desiree, Joanville, Jolene, Soames, as well as Mellis and Silver. So everyone else is safe? But still,
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malice and Silver, but we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it. No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might have been saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade.
Yeah, it's still a loss. Whether it saved other people or not. It's still a loss.
Mellis and Silver were not the prize for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh? Really?
Meh. Sorry, I got really excited. Hi. It seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Ma'am? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side? Yes. My people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we are preparing to relocate them to higher ground. So cool. As for supplies, we have everything taken care of. There's no need to worry. Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently, right, Miss Navia? Hmm. Usually I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fadri Haribo would come looking for me. Thanks to the name, Spina de Rosula received a generous support from the Fadwi, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly. Mutual aid is essential for fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean. I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with Fadui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fadui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they're also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised. This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully. Whether they are doing good or ill, you've witnessed that firsthand in any case. And as I've told Loan before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps, one day, you'll also be able to help me in some way. Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness. Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malice and Silva. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening. Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Melton Silver didn't choose to sacrifice himself for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for any other salvation. They chose to become heroes for themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes. You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is the life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It is no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Unfortunately, I've never been one for such opinions. So you're the one who will try to change fate, then? Of course. That is why I'm going to the Buffetet. Hotel Buffetet. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. Ah, nope, can't go. By the way, Luan, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright then. We'll just. Uh, huh? This isn't right. I thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listen in. Luan, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meropide, sluice gate, but this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. So it's time for our jolly cooperation has come? Yes! Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and they seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we are all busy prioritizing the rescue efforts. So that's why the Fade were already in Poisson. I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linnae, Lynette, and Flamine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
Ew!
Linnae told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. Are you sure this will be okay? The House of the Herbs members see each other as family, but Linnae, Lynette, and Flamine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that's what makes Paimon feel happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price, but since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it. So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along? You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I am sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed when we still have a disaster on our hands. As father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Millicent Silva. Nevia is strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore the ruins with us. Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, Luan? We'll go to the ruins together. Let's explore some ruins. All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Why is it not the four of us, though? I want ma'am. I want more ma'am. Where do we go? This direction? Over there. Okay. I'm gonna just go up here and. Ooh, there are things. Later. Where are you? There you are. Teleportation waypoint. That looks really cool too, with all the clouds and stuff. What is that? So much cool stuff. And a airship? What is this thing? It looks kind of like a whale. Later. I think I would want to have like an exploration stream at some point, but we shall see. Do-do-do. There are plants here. What are these? Have I had these before? Lumidu spell? Apparently I had picked it up, but I don't remember. Ruins! We're going ruin hunting! Tomb raiding!
So these are the rings that the name was talking about. Wow, talk about old.
Still quite good quality. They seem to be pretty ancient, alright.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful. Let's place of secrets. Sorry. Yep. There we go. Possibly rewards. None. Sure. There doesn't say I need any specific anything, so this should be fine. We shall see how long my voice can manage. Sorry, I'm gonna. There we go. Got to. Like, the light got weird, so I couldn't see exactly what was happening. I love these kind of environments, like old uh temples and stuff. Looks so cool. Like IRL as well, but oh, hello. I'm assuming I have to fight you guys. Yeah, fighting it is. These are much harder than you think. Because, like, they're almost 10 levels below me, but they take so long. Then we have like really freaking cool. There we go. Okay. Can I go down here? Probably not, right? No, I could not. Okay. I wanted to see if I could find secrets somewhere. It did say place of secrets, so like, how come I not, how come I cannot find secrets? The floor is gonna break. Yep. Hi. Bye. Here we go. hmm I have to go over there. I'm assuming I can't go into the water. Since last time I got into the water, it just like reset me.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah, and a lot of it too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in. We should go back to safety now, yeah.
Right, you can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless, it's just that.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave it to you. From the look of things, maybe there's no way back. Yeah, like how do you return? That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels are unstable and there's a chance the water will rise, so staying here won't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead. Seems like there isn't any other option.
Alright, come with us for now. Then, but please be careful.
Keep moving. I am not allowed to go into the water, am I? I mean, I should be fine in the water. Right? Like, it shouldn't. I'm fine without being. I won't be dissolved. Ooh. I wish I could open these ones and see what there is and, like, gather things for, like, archaeology and stuff. That's a very fancy door. Ooh, what is this? This is pretty. Is this a lamp? Like a lantern? Is that what that's supposed to be? Look at this place. What's that? It's a D20. No, it's not. It's a D16. I was like, there are too few. Oh, it's gonna break as we go over it. Yeah, I saw it. I was like immediately like, oh, we are having a Uncharted moment here. Woo! Grab her, grab her, grab her, grab her, grab her! Throw her up, throw her up. No, no, no. Wait, no, no. What? She survived somehow. But like how? What happened? Navia. Or Demoiselle? Huh? What? Is this like Demoiselle? Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you? Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malice. Hmm? Oh, was I sleeping? Yes, it would appear so. I must be tired. What is happening? Do the people who get like dissolved go into like a dream state? That's quite possible. However, you were the one who suggested we go out for a walk. Oh right, I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had an apple today yet, have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange. Is something the matter, Demoiselle? Oh, no, no, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall when we came out for a walk. Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with a foreign merchant who had a debt with dispute with him, and we resolved the matter not long ago. We were heading to see how things are going with him at the moment. Oh, right. Yes, I remember now. Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, and Mr. Mellis and Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see you. How have you been? I've been great. Thanks to your help. And those bothersome merchants finally realized I wasn't the one they were looking for. And I wasn't even the curator for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Urbanus, was getting fed up with them. And sometimes the force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say. That's right. By the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment. I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're very good variety and they'll become very bright and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Melis, do we still have some empty flower pots at home, right? Why, we can have as many pots as you like, demoiselle. Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Miss Burnett's flowers. Very well. Wait, something seems off here. Excuse me, ma'am. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard his name before, somewhat recently. I'm sure of it. She was one of the people who dissolved, right? And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go? We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today. Hmm? We do? Like what? Well, now, did you forget? Melissa.
Miss Navia, there you are. I've been looking for you. Please come to the opera house. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera house? Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time. We should get going. Oh, all right then. What is happening? Yeah, that was definitely one of the ones who dissolved. Look, it's Navia. She's here. Their two attendants are with her.
Goodness! Everyone's finally here.
What? There's sure a lot of people here to see the trial, and they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joinville, Jolene, SOS. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge, where's Monsieur Novelette? Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry. Silver and I shall accompany you. All right, but are you sure you can stand behind me? Typically, it would not be allowed, but today is an exception. Hey, what kind of place do you think this is? Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing? Seriously. Enough with the whispering. Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Novelette is and why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poison. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Mr. Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in Spina de Rosula fought for the well-being of those in Poison.
Wait a minute, aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You helped so many people get through so many difficult times. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us, who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all. But what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia.
Hmm.
Hmm. I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is.
Hmm?
Just a moment. This isn't right.
Melis?
What was that, Mellis? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty.
Stay here, Navia. You're one of us.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever. I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady, Miss Juneville. You only know of Miss Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind. She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Mr. Callus couldn't stop her. Her actions cannot serve as a proof that she identifies herself as a part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help people. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise. Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It would surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end everyone shall melt together. Thus, when an unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We are Navia. We and Navia are one. Yeah, that's creepy. And you call this a justice,
Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Mademoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all want long to become individuals, to become independent? So it is like when they melt, they become one consciousness. Is maybe inside of the whale? Like the whale is that's why it's so big, maybe? Do you mean to defy our justice? If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it? As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend the Mademoiselle, and that is how we will enforce justice. Ugh, my head hurts. Demoiselle. Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Corina, Desiree, Juneville, Jolien, Essones, and Miss Givery and Miss Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Melis and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead. Don't be afraid and don't admit guilt. We'll protect you at the very end. Absurd. Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape. We shall keep Navia here with us. Mr. Mellis and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. I didn't see what that was. What was the thing that flashed before it? Because it was a different creature. Ah! After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson. What are you saying? No more excuses. He says we are jealous. Jealous. How could she possibly be an independent individual? What's with these people? Who's jealous of her? She belongs to us. Miss Navia, she. Silence. Nuillette? That's. Monsieur Nuillette. Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot be contributed at proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party. Other thanks, Monsieur Nobilette. Please leave with Miss Navia, while there's still time. But go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something? Melis. Ah, my apologies. Couldn't resist making a silly little joke. Once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye. Melis, Silva. Quickly, you must come now. Goodbye, demoiselle. Oh, she got to say goodbye. Farewell. At least Novelette shouldn't be someone who. Um. No, wait. Just a second.
Oh, Navia! You're.
You're awake. Good.
Hi, Novelette. How did you get here? Why are you here? How did you find out about this? Sorry. I must have been dreaming. Melis and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're in all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? I can give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling towards the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I... Hmm.
Hmm? What is it?
I think I saw two oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vacher?
So people that are dissolved become oceanids? Perhaps those two oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. Do you think they'd keep doing so even after death?
Luan, please come with me. Shouldn't have been a capital letter there. Oh my god, I'm damaged from wanting to be a writer.
Numilet, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I'm quite alright. Perhaps there's something we could chat about.
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, background noise. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
Maybe, but he's not socially adept most of the time. Hmm, I suppose so. By the way, Sigivina sends her regards. Oh, Sigivina. I hope all is well with her these days. Sorry. Her work in the Fortress of Meropida has not been too much for her, has it? Sorry.
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigivini would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi, even though Sigemine made him do that. He hopes that you wouldn't be overwhelmed by all that's happening lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropida.
Um, he still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here, Paimon. What should we talk about?
So, Nimilet, you're probably quite a swimmer, huh?
Hmm. Yes, of course.
Um, this isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the name tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fadui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid, amid my astonishment, I ran into the name, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate an ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I hope Navia can get back on her feet and continue investigating.
Phew, I'm sorry to kept you waiting like that. I feel better now. I guess we should get going. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Alright, another one joins the party. Let's get going then.
Oh, it's one of these.
Oi. They are quite hard, but I feel like an action hero with this music, so I guess it's fine. I love just like sucking up all of the little bombs with my air and then just like watching them all explode. It's so fun.
Dum dum. Tadaku ondana? I don't think that's correct. Do we go up? Yeah, up we go. Let's actually have the correct character.
Oh no, another unstable patch! Watch your step!
I think I can stay here at least and recover some stamina. Okay, that's... I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that, but I guess that worked. I don't think you're supposed to climb on top of the thing to, like, be standing. So, like, unstable in general here. Their noises are kind of interesting, I gotta say. I need health. Yeah, I need health. Where do I go now? Ah, up the stairs. Whoa! Not there. Don't go too far. At least these seem safe. So I can just, like, recover my stamina here. Recover stamina.
You're almost at the top. Keep going.
Let's run. Maybe I should have Mona here. It just went really calm instead. Sure. What's in here? What do I have to fight? A lot. I'm starting singing Christmas songs because I got stressed. That's the way to do it. Does this disappear if I go to this one? Or does it keep sending? Ah! I'm in a corner! Corners are awful! Corners are not good! Ah! Run! No, no, no. Away. 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 This is a terribly small room for this. Stop. Thank you. At least. At least this works. Kind of. Oh, hell! Run! No! Still got hit. Hit. Still got hit. Hey. Health. Okay, you're done. I didn't even see this. Interesting. You can actually see the enemies and stuff too. Fun. Electricity. Health. Health. I need health. I really do need a proper healer for this team at some point. Ooh. We're floating up. Enter. Where are we going? What are we even finding here? I'm not sure. Oh. Okay, just in. Well, there are more things to fight. I'm gonna guess so, since it said a door of resurrection. Door of.
Looks like we reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity. The path sure had some twists and turns, though it turns out this place isn't actually that big. There seems to be something at the wall. On the wall. What's on the wall? Is it the prophecy?
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Can we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now. We can take the camera and take a picture.
There are 4 locations in total, but 3 stone slates, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty slot is missing.
The surrounding wall also has signs of damage.
There's something written below, like Paimon C. Reasons dictate that the nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words for a purpose. Does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed? How do you know it's a he? That would fit the circumstances dedicated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's content to correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling there. She seems so dedicated, and there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this. What is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Interesting.
And is that Lady Footyline the third?
Is that Lady Firina in the third image? Did the Hydro Ocean fall into the water? It looked like there were bubbles and stuff there.
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy. The people will all be dissolved into the water, and only the Hydra Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. So they do seem to match, because that's not horrifying. Are you, like, drawing out the memory of the water? More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first slate. I'm very sorry. Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nouvelet. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy is sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, feels like these images are kinda weird when you look at them together.
Hmm. I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue on the other in the issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right? That's right. If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the water's drowning fontaine, come before the third? Where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water. And yet the order is reversed here. The second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people of the images confessing to? If we go by timing, Lady Firina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Igeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous archer kneeling before the floating island in the sky, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? If not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone or some people once saw these slates? I mean, I'm assuming people were at one point in this temple.
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Furina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we'd better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as the prophecy foretells or not. I mean, who does matter a bit? Because it's like, how would they know? Hmm. And she's crying there. Interesting. Oh, it's on. Yeah, I will play a little bit more, and then I'll probably stop for the day. Me and my flatmate are going grocery shopping for Christmas. So let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the spinner. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have the energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fleuve Sondre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all the time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Luan, I will go talk to Furina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office and we'll share the results of our discussion with you.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Oh, Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
All right, we'll leave it to you in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Luan, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Sondre is always open to you, as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right, I'll be on my way then. När vi är rätt på departure and Paimon had to spinna sina base at Fleuve Sondre. Fleuve? What is Fleuve?
We're finally back.
That one?
Bartender. Welcome back. We got a special menu prepared for you both tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too. Navia, no, the boss, is the best.
You did great, as well, Paimon.
Oh, desserts! Nice! They're all Paimon's. Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Is that Mona? What is Mona doing here?
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Mona?
Nah, I'm gonna come to you. Lady Magistus.
Seriously? Nobody just uses scrying glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Ew, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll, then I bumped into you. Quite unexpected, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is it because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
And the fact that you're a Hydro user? Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
Huh? It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow. Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. And might I ask what your master's name is? Astronomer Barbalov Trismegistus.
Wow, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
Triple great? My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars. Just they take that as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but once she took me in, she changed her lines to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's alright if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply. How about triple strength traveler or triple appetite primal?
That sounds terrible. But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornimanport, and I travelled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Hmm. Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? And you know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the time, all the same. There's something ominous about it. The water, I mean. Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona? That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all of Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary. Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course, The old hag could do it, and I bet there are other amongst those Hexen Circle colleagues of hers who could do something similar. I need to ascertain the accuracy of the prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master? Huh? Are you sure? Um, all right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona. You're as amazing as always.
Well, it is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
This is the greatest of its. That's the greatest of astrologists for you. Of all the people we know, you know the stars the best.
Indeed, indeed, that's the spirit. Oh, sorry, I came to see what all the commotion was about. If you have anything you need, do not hesitate to inform Spina de Rosala. Rosala. Rosula? Mm, oh, whoops. I guess we're getting a little too carried away here. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes. Quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus.
Right. But we were able to recruit Muna's help, didn't we? Our Fontanian friends will thank us someday.
After the conversation, you will decide to get a good night's sleep to replenish your energy.
Good morning. To be honest, Pi was still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Novelette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Yeah. I do think I'm gonna call it a day here, though. So we have the time to like make our list and all of that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, and it was really fun, and I'm so intrigued by what's happening. Um, so I'm very much looking forward to where the story is going. I have so many questions and so much I'm wondering about. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye.